All right, guys, on today's episode, I'm going to show you how to take the tuna that you catch and make one of these fantastic tuna Kalamata olive pizzas. So grab your life jackets and hang on, and welcome aboard on today's episode. All right, guys, Captain Matt here, Marathon Sport Fishing. Welcome to another episode. It is 12:17 right now in the Florida Keys. I had just got the boat finished having the lower units, impellers changed and stuff. So the neighbor's got his lift down in the water. Not supposed to have it down in the water, but anyways, make sure I didn't want to hit it. So just got the impellers wrapped up there, and I'm going to head out, do a little reef edge planer fishing, see what we've got for some activity out here today. Okay, so today I just got a quick afternoon run. Here is my plan. The day starts out, I'm running south here, going by Lou Key. I set up a couple planers and I start working the reef edge. Work my way down past American Shoal a little bit, down to the Wilkes Wreck. And as I got a little deeper, I decided to throw a topwater lure out. And once I did that, I went by a couple of wrecks down here. Once I threw the topwater out, I got into blackfin tuna right here, guys. So I started working on the tuna and tried to stay with the school. And I caught a few fish, so that's how my afternoon turned out. But I'll bring you along, show you what happened. Turn off the clicker. Feels like a little nicer fish. Give a little bit of gas. Where's he going? Oh boy. A little rearranging action. Big help keeping the boat in gear, guys, when you're doing this. So that fish went over to one side, came back across. I'm trying to keep him straight out right now. We're gonna keep him out here. He ain't liking something, not liking the boat. What do you suppose we got? I'm betting it's another tuna because I put a tuna dart on. He's dogging me, that's for sure. Let's see if I can get his head up. There he comes. Boy, that's a nice blackfin. Shit, look at that. Damn, brother. Nice fish there, guys. Keep him in the boat here. Nice tuna. Look at that. Big fat blackie. We'll take that every day. Okay, get him in the box here quick. Not having it. Again, if you flip them upside down, kind of calms them down for whatever reason. Get that out of there. I'm gonna get him bled right away. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna spin the boat around quick, guys. Get back on him here. I'll take a big tuna any day of the week. All right, we got to get the boat burned around. We got 2 lines out yet. So I'm going to kind of spin and get her spun around. Get back on them. All right, real important. All right, boat spun around. Speed's a little strong here. This guy dropped out this side. All right, guys, so the reason I'm dropping that line off the port side, I just did a circle to the starboard. So the other lines are on the inside of the starboard side of the boat here. So when I drop this one out, I clear all the other lines easily as I'm running it back. All right, guys, I'm getting back on where I caught that last one. Every time I go over them, I pause my sonar and mark them so I can kind of track which direction they're going. Otherwise, you're going to lose them. They're hard to keep up with anyhow. But I'm just about 200 feet back from there. We'll see if we get them again here. All right, guys, I found them. You can see them right up in front of the boat here. You can see them jumping. That's where they are. I don't want to troll right through them, so I'm going to turn and go a little bit to the side of them. They got bait busting up on top here, so I'm right on the edge of them, and I'm going to drag the lines through them. I don't like going right over the top of them because you push them back down. Just hooked another one here. I don't think he's this big. I marked the school again. This rod's going. Yep. Yeah, we got somebody on here. Yep, another tuna. He's either really small or he just maybe came off, I think. Just got off on me. All right. I literally shut the camera off for 1 second and we got hammered again, so. It's gonna be a little tuna tackle action tonight, guys. Of course, you hook them right in the sun. Yeah, I seen one boil right up behind the boat, and a second later, this thing got throttled. It's coming right at me. Another blackie. Smaller one this time. Come here, buddy. Okay. Little guy here. All right, I'm gonna let him go. Boom, like a little torpedo. All right, back out. All right. Of course, right in the sun again. They like it when the current must be flowing. The current is flowing from the west to the east, and it's late in the afternoon. They like it when you're going with the current. What I was doing there, I was adjusting the boat heading, being very, very careful to keep tension on the line here. That's when they kind of get off. I got good tension on it as I'm doing what I'm doing here. Turn the boat into him a little bit. So he's coming right at us now. I'm going to turn the boat a little more. I want to bring him up on this side of the boat, so you can see how the line is starting to swing out that direction. Another tuna, guys, coming in hot. All right, decent sized one there. Another tuna. Oh boy. Okay, buddy. Right in there. Again, their heart's right there, right in the center of that V. I'll get him going. All right, so that's the tunas right there. It's a pack of them. They're probably on bait the way that looks right there. They've been more spread out up and down the column. We'll see if we get another one. All right, guys, here's what I'm doing. I started back that way quite a few marks. As I've been following the school, every time I get on them or mark them, you know, I hit a mark when I catch one or go over them with the locator. So they're kind of running like this angle here, but that's what I'm doing, so I can try to, you know, I'm just trying to keep track of the direction they're going. They were obviously chasing bait fish, which makes it a little more complex yet. If the bait changes angle on you, which can happen real easy, but I'm just got a general heading that they're moving right now. Oh yeah, bigger fish here. Oh, nice fish. Nicer fish on here. What do we got going? Spin it this way so I can manage it a little bit. Get the camera. This guy out of the way. It's a little bigger fish. Slow down here a little bit. Get this guy out of the way. It's okay to move stuff out of the way. Really? It's all right to move stuff out of the way, guys, as long as you keep the line tight. By turning the boat, that really enables you to gain a lot of line on the fish. And it's keeping the line from getting tangled in the diver back there. He's kind of heading that way. It's coming in decent right now. Oh, he's digging on me. He's trying to dog me a little bit here. All right. He's got to get his head coming up. It's like a nice blackie. Or he's tangled in the other line. Nope, he's not. Nice tuna here. Boys. He's trying to get his head up. That's a nice blackfin. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Here we go. Got to get him taken care of here. Wow. Another nice blackfin. Nice blackfin and another bonita. I did a complete 180 with him while we were while I was circling him. I did a 180 just to keep him on the inside there. All right, Mr. Blackfin. All right, guys, we're going to clean up one of the tunas that we caught the other day. I let him ice up for 2 days. He's nice, cold, firm, been on ice, like I said. So when I'm cleaning tuna, I like to kind of do both sides, outline them, start them, and take the sides off after I've got them pretty much cut, because they're kind of round, and as they get bigger, they're a lot harder to deal with. Clean off the table a bit here. Okay, so these guys are really cool. If you haven't looked at them close yet, big wide pec fins. They lay totally inside the body. Their dorsal fin comes up, drops totally down inside the body again. The back of the dorsal is permanently up. They have these little fins on the back. They're like rudders, so they can steer with these guys. They go back and forth as they're going through the water. But again, he's totally streamlined. Makes for a real fast moving fish. Zoom in. So to start with, we're going to cut behind the back fin. Just come down to this top of the spine. Where this fin comes out, there's cartilage here, is very, very hard. So I like to start at the tail, work my way towards the head with them. I'm gonna come in a couple inches from the tail and just outlining the fish right now. And when you get up here, this stuff is hard. It takes a little bit to get through it. Keep your other arm up out of the way so you don't accidentally slip. Going right down to the spine bone in him right here. I said he's right down to that. I'm gonna outline the bottom too. So the bottom, I'm coming up to the bottom of the bottom fin here, right in front of the anal vent. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna roll up the side here. So that side's basically outlined. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Start here. Down to the spine. I'm following the edge of the, I'm just barely cutting through it on the way up. Again, that cartilage is really hard there. You just want to be careful going through that. Feeling my way down the bones coming up off the top of the spine, right down to the spine. It's just a lot easier doing it that way. Otherwise you get one really good fillet and one fillet maybe medium. You waste less meat doing it like this. I'm just outlining the fish. So he's done, from the top down, he's done. The rest is outlined. Clean the table off a little here. When you're doing tuna, you should not get fresh water on it. If you're gonna eat any fish raw, I don't want any fresh water on it at all. The meat will actually never touch the table when I clean a tuna. I'm just working my way down, hitting the rib cage, angling over the top of that spine bone. Just feeling my way down the bones here as I go. You got pin bones all the way down the side on these guys. Just feeling my way down the rib bones. All right, this goes right back in the cooler. Want to keep it ice cold. All right guys, so I knocked the sides off first. I put them in the cooler, and now I'm going to flay the sides out. So I like to take the tuna, split them down the middle here. They have a very pronounced blood line down the middle. You guys can see that, the red meat. We want to get that out of there first. So I like to cut them in half when they're this size. Makes them easier to handle. If you turn it in the sun, you can see that red blood line. If you put a little pressure on, you can actually, it'll bulge the bloodline out a little bit. Got a bunch of mangroves there. I'm going to keep them kids fed. I use a separate knife for flaying off the back. I'll say it's almost dull or dull. And you want to leave a little bit of meat on that back skin, just a little bit. You leave a little bit on there, it takes all that back tendon off. These guys also have a little top loin here, which on these bigger fish you can peel off, or not peel off, but a little extra fin meat right there. So I'm going to peel that off on this one, because there's a set of tendon that runs in there as well, or you can just slice it up and eat it. Either way you go. There you have it. So after I clean the fish, guys, I like to put it in a paper towel. I'll wrap that up, put it in a Ziploc. I got a couple others wrapped here as well. So I'll keep your paper towel. You want to keep it dry. I'll change them about once a day on there. And that tuna will last. It'll be excellent for up to a week in your fridge. All right, guys. I've got my dough recipe included in the notes down below. I just wanted to show you a clip. This is about the consistency you want your dough once you're mixing it. Now, once it's all blended in and it looks even, you want to stop mixing. At that point, you take it out and prep it into a ball. And ideally, you want to do this the night before, or you could do it the morning of. But ideally, the night before, you get just a better dough if that yeast rests in the fridge after you mix it, and then take it out about an hour to an hour and a half before you're going to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep the dough into a ball. So the last portion, like I said, you can mix the entire thing by hand. It takes a couple minutes longer to do that, but just a light bit of flour on the ball, right? So you can work with it. So I'm gonna work this. I'm gonna work from the top or from my palms. I'm gonna work it in like this. And I'm just gonna work it, fingers going in. I'm gonna roll it into a ball here. So I'm gonna take a couple minutes and do that. And what we're gonna do now, that's gonna stay in the bowl. It's gonna go in the fridge for about, I'd say 6-7 hours. I'm gonna pull it out about an hour and a half before we're gonna start working with it. I made this a few hours ago. You don't wanna disrupt your dough. Give you guys a little look. That's money. But I do not touch that. That's the last thing you're gonna touch before you put it in the oven. The dough gets pulled last. You get all the ingredients ready first. Everything is ready first. And then we hit the dough. So we're gonna go over tonight's deal. A little mozzarella. I'm gonna grate it up. This is an OXO grater. Does a great job. I'm gonna grate that mozzarella up into this bowl. The cocktail today is a little Flor de Cana, rum and Coke in a Captain Matt's Falcon cup. Thank you, Marcus and Lynn from Michigan. They brought those down last year, gave me a few cups. So on the pan, I gave it a little shot of extra virgin olive oil, just a light shot on that pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice up the tuna. I'm gonna go about, we'll call it 3/8 of an inch thick. Got 2 slabs of it. 100% prime grade tuna, actually filleted off on the top and the bottom of the tuna. You've got the main loin, and then there's another like smaller loin that comes down the side of each piece. And I pulled that off because there's tendons in the middle, so that's off. So I'm gonna fillet those up. Take a look at this tuna. I mean, that stuff's amazing. I sliced off the little thin loins, top and bottom, use them for other things. But this is 100% premium. There's no tendons, nothing in it. So, all right, the dough looks ready. She's just a little bigger than last time. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm just kind of stretching the dough out here by hand a little bit. If you hold it up like that, it'll actually stretch itself. Then I just work it from the inside out on the pan. You can feel the dough stretch as you're kind of pinching it and pulling it on the pan there. Just getting her all prepped out. It's got a nice even thickness of the crust all the way through. Takes about a minute to do that. The sauce, so you need to have everything ready, because once you do that with the dough, it changes what the dough is doing and what the yeast is doing. So we're gonna hit some sauce on here. And we're gonna just see where we lay. I like to use just a regular spoon. All right, guys, so these are the Italian tomatoes. Look how beautiful that sauce is. It smells amazing. Okay, guys, after you get your sauce spread, next thing on this particular pizza, spread the cheese evenly across the crust. After I get that done, I'm going to add the tuna and then the Kalamata olives. It's while I was prepping all the ingredients and getting the pizza ready, I had the oven preheated at 550. So popped it in there. I don't usually set a timer. It's maybe 8-10 minutes. I just kind of keep an eye on it as it's cooking. As you can see, the cheese is brown on top. To finish off the pizza, I give it a light spritz of soy sauce here. Goes really well with the tuna. We're at the neighbors. Kathy does not feel that is a pizza cutter.
No, this.
Oh, you're gonna be on YouTube. Everyone's gonna laugh at you now.
Oh hell no! You can't even. If it's too small to find, it's not a pizza cutter.
It's right there. I put it out already.
Oh, this is a pizza cutter.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Miss Tamara, you have the camera.
Okay.
So if the screen goes dark, just tap it.
Okay.
All right.
Rhymes.
Might be a little warm.
Let me grab my drink out of there. Yeah.
I need some room.
Rolling. Get it. Get it. Let me get my drink out.
It's not that hot. It's about 200 degrees.
Do we need more light in here?
No, we're perfect. So I already spritzed it with soy sauce. We're ready. Okay, cutting up the pizza with my giant pizza cutter here. Like I said, we had to have a little discussion. You can see that the crust it's kind of hard to cut it on the table here where it's just sitting on a small pan. pot holder basically because the pan's bouncing around on me. But you can see how the crust has got a lot of pull to it. It's got a lot of gluten in it. Tim, how's she looking? Dan's hiding.
Oh, those olives.
All right, we got Dan.
Oh, those olives.
Kathy?
Yeah, let me tell you.
So,
Olives.
so Tim and Kathy are our next door neighbors down here, guys. I mean, it's a different deal.
It's a different deal. How about that
Crust is
olive?
awesome.
The olives. Those
Yeah,
warm
let me taste the tuna.
olives.
Oh, that's delicious.
Is it?
All right, everybody's had a little bite or two. Miss Tamara. Miss Tamara has not had a bite yet.
I will get
Miss Tamara's all in on straight vodka there, I think. No, that's none. I'm not saying weird. The captain's rum glass followed him over here.
You know what I realized? It's so fresh. Like,
Oh, so fresh.
Good stuff. How's the sauce, you guys?
Wonderful. Love the sauce.
That's
I love the sauce.
that's the Italian tomato sauce.
I love the sauce.
I've got the sauce. They make a pizza sauce, and I also have the canned tomatoes that are already skinned. And I'll take a hand crush them. They're the size of a Roma, but they're way different. So good.
Well,
Thumbs up, Tamara, tear into it. Everybody good?
Tamara.
Thumbs up, Tim. Thumbs up. Dan,
Amazing.
Jackie. Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Fork up, Kathy.
So good.
All right, we have one more person other than myself. Miss Tamara is gonna be the final.
That was the thing that I had said to Matt about making the fresh pizza. It's so fresh.
It's so fresh. And like you said, the spinach or even basil on top of this
Oh,
is
yeah.
like really fresh.
We weren't gonna do it tonight, but the
Right.
next model. Money? All right, you guys, I haven't tried it yet, but I've been smelling it for the last 15 minutes. Money, Captain Matt, Marathon Sport Fishing, signing off for today.
The tuna.
Thanks for tuning in. And if you have a chance, please smash that subscribe button.